Johnson is saying men, looks like preferably black men, are too mean. And a weatherman cries live on the news speaking about Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And a weatherman cries live on the news speaking about Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And a weatherman cries live on the news speaking about Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And a weatherman cries live on the news speaking about Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button. Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button. They say I got one viewer. My one viewer, can you put one in the chat? Because they got my Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button. They say I got one viewer. My one viewer, can you put one in the chat? Because they got my Hurricane Milton. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button. They say I got one. I got him. I got him, y'all. They was trying to bug me up, but I got him. Respectfully, you got to jump through hoops and hurdles in life. I understand, though. But how's everyone doing? Is everybody's work week going well? And I want to continue to pray for the people that is getting affected by the hurricanes during this hurricane season right now. And anybody that's just going through a tough time and a rough time, you know, strong people last, man. And you gotta fight your battles. If the people told y'all that they want y'all to evacuate and they're not gonna give you anything, please evacuate and do what's best for your family and your livelihood. And wow. It's really, I feel like what's going on in America right now is really a surreal situation going on in America right now. And a lot of people are kind of just, we can't get out of the so-called rat race. We got to continue to keep on going so we can maintain our lives. And I feel like the media takes advantage of that. Instead of giving the people the truth and giving a cynical view, they'll rather, uh, you know, like I seen somebody yesterday on the live was talking about theater. It's like theater. It's like a play to them. It's like a movie, man, and they treat it as such. So they'll let us think that everything is all right until the bombs are dropping. If you catch my drift, they'll let us think everything is all right until the bombs are dropping, allegedly, right? And I feel like what the DNC, the Democrats, want to do, they want everybody to remain calm until you know the bombs are over our head, allegedly. And then when they get in office, they want to censor everybody who's speaking rationally and talking with common sense. What they really want to do is abolish common sense. That's what they really want to do. You know? You know what I'm saying? I feel like people really got to stop listening to celebrities and say, "Oh, I like this person so much. You think they're such an upstanding person, but they don't got no views that align with yours. They don't believe the same quote unquote religion that you believe, and they live a whole totally different life than you, and they don't even know you. Half the time. So it's just like just because you look up to this person, that don't mean that you should vote that way. Just because you look up to Taylor Swift or you looked up to Magic Johnson, that don't mean you should vote the same way as them. And I don't think what they trying to do is they trying to build this narrative that men are misogynistic because they didn't want to we don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. That's the farthest thing from the truth. Because there's women in politics like Tulsi Gabbard, like Michaela Montgomery, like Candace Owens. It's women in politics that would probably, be able to run for president one day and really have a real following. So to sit up here and say that, oh, we're misogynistic because we don't want to vote for Kamala is really it's a play in our intelligence, and it's very disrespectful. And that's what the media, the left wing media at least, that's what they do. All they care about is playing on people's intelligence and pushing their agenda, which is getting more money. See, listen, the DNC supports the tiny hat ish people. They support the tiny hat ish people, right? So they are going to send as much money to the current country, whatever they call it, Israel, right? They're going to send as much money to their people as they need to do whatever they want to do. But when it comes to American people, we have to take into account what they have done for the American people with our money. The last time I could say they did something for the American people, besides this hurricane stuff, the 750, was the pandemic. That was the last time they did something. Was the pandemic, and it was trillions of dollars, right? But they send out trillions of dollars to these other countries and support these foreigners. Why can't they do that for people in America? Then y'all wonder why these people want to come to America so bad. It's because they know they're gonna get a bag from it. Who knows what they tell these people? They probably tell these people, we know everything. If you were to vote Republican, we would know and we were gonna cut your benefits off. First off, they told these people, I'm thinking everybody just gets a 750, right? I'm thinking, silly old me. I think everybody gets a 750. Everybody gonna be able to benefit off the 750, right? They getting 750. Hopefully that helped them. And I'm thinking that's real. That's what they came out and said. But really, they're talking about that you have to qualify for it. This is why we have to listen to the people that's boots on ground. They saying you have to qualify for the 750. So you don't get it off the bat. You have to qualify. And then they're telling you evacuate. What if you don't have the means to evacuate and you didn't get the 750? And it's kind of like we just leaving people for dead. And I feel like more certain people are prioritized by the US government and others aren't, depending on what they give to the government. So if you are like a laborer, they're going to prioritize you a certain way. If you're somebody that didn't pay as much taxes and you know what I'm saying, you're just like you was born into wealth here in America, they prioritize you a certain way. Or you was born to middle class, and that's another thing in America. They keep playing with the middle class word. Excuse me. They keep playing with the middle class word, and they keep making it seem like everybody's middle class because they go to work and work a 9 to 5 every day and live paycheck to paycheck. That's not middle class. And that might hurt your feelings. That might make you feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, that's not middle class. They say the middle class is over $265,000 a year. And you could argue with that, and people always want to say, "Oh, the numbers, this and that," but the number usually is going to them. It's leaving our pockets, and it's going to them. So they're giving more returns to people in other countries and from other places than Americans. And we're supposed to be okay with that in the name of what? Allies? People, listen, let me tell y'all something. These allies and what white supremacists have done, y'all let it go too far. Y'all hated black Americans so bad to the point where now we're in a situation y'all need y'all own people. You see how y'all own people really are. You see how shiesty and penny pinching y'all own people is, right? So y'all was white supremacists all this time But y'all really should have been trying to help the black community get reparations, because you want to know who would have been helping these all of these people in these different states that's getting affected by Hurricane Milton and helping their families. It would have been some black people helping them. I guarantee it. Even though black people are saying right now this is revenge for sundown towns and all of that. Listen, people are in danger and they need help. I could care who they was. Yet when people's life is on the line, when people's life is on the line, bro, like it hit different, bro. I look at life differently now. I used to see stuff like this on the news when I was younger. I didn't know what was going on, so I just would, let it scroll by. But now that I'm seeing, like, wow, bombs is really dropping. Them numbers is really people. So 160 passed away mean that was 160 people passing away. You probably never in your life seen 100 bodies just laying there before. If you have, let the Lord be with you. But it's crazy. And people, I feel like in America, we just take it too lightly because we're blessed with the land that we live in, and we should protect that. Though we should protect that. It shouldn't just be like candy. We give it to anybody because we got. I think right now we got a lot of spies and a lot of informants for other countries who come back and run to them, basically spies in our country through the border, that came through the border, and it was so easy for them to get in, and they're like intelling through all of these different schools and agencies and groups. Y'all gotta watch who y'all be around, because there are ops around. And what they doing is, it's not, don't got nothing to do with you being black or white. Let's go for black and white people. If you are American born, what they doing is they getting into any group that's only accepting Americans, and they're trying to divide it from the inside out. So they don't care about all of that black and white stuff. These other sides, if you know what I'm talking about, the left side, the left wing, they letting these people in because they're building up their army. They're letting in the baddest, the roughest, and the toughest from other countries. They're not. They recruited these people. They know exactly who these people are. In other countries, these people have felonies, so they get to come here and vote and live life regularly. But a person that got a felon in America cannot do the same, and they probably only got one felon. It was probably so long ago they can't vote, they can't do nothing. It's a reason why they do this. The Republicans know, and my gripe with the Republicans is, why do y'all wait till the last minute? And I know y'all be trying to say this stuff, but why do y'all wait till now to try to tell people the truth? Why are you letting white supremacy hold you back and make you feel like you can only do so much and you gotta do it by the book? No, you don't. Trump needs to come and speak to the African American community about his platinum plan that he had, while everybody is trying to ignore it. That will automatically win him the race. Kamala is controlled by people that does not care about the black community, right? The black community being foundationally black Americans who were born in America, to descendants of slavery in America. You gonna either invest with us or you gonna invest with them. Now we can still have them, but we need to document all of these people. We cannot let people into our country undocumented. The reason why the Democrats don't care right now, and Kamala's acting like, so she just got on 60 Minutes and acted like she wanted to do something with the border. She acted like she wanted to help, but does she really want to help? Please hit the like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you're watching the replay. Thank you. But do you guys really think she wants to close the border and document these people and make sure they all have IDs? No, she doesn't. She wants these people to vote as many times as they want, and they're going to allow it to happen. And I'm starting to figure out what they did last time in 2020. So I'm trying to see what they doing now, and they trying to do what they did in 2020, but on a bigger scale. Just imagine if it's five of us. It's 27 people in my live right now, right? Just imagine if it's five of us and we all go vote 10 times. And we do this in multiple places. It's five of us, we all go vote 10 times. Like, come on, this is what they trying to go do. But it's not gonna work because the Lord is always gonna have his way. So even when you do some sneaky snake slimy shit, the Lord is still gonna have his way, and he gonna make sure his people is protected. Cause I don't know if y'all know, in America, it don't got nothing to do with feelings, but the foundationally black Americans is God's people. Those are the real, those were the first, and you could follow you could follow our bop, you could follow our religion, you could follow it, but I want y'all to know that Yeshua Hamashiach, what they call Jesus, was a black man, which would consider a black man today, right? The Russians know this. It's time for America to act like they know and act like you did a war crime because you held my people as prisoners for war and then you forced them to pay taxes. And now we have people like Magic Johnson sitting up here and advocating for the KKK. What? I'm advocating for Kamala Harris. Listen, Nathan Bedford advocated for the Democrats too. And a lot of his KKK members were Democrats. Andrew Jackson was a Democrat, and I cannot stand for that. Once I figured this stuff out, I had to walk away from that party. I don't even want my family and my friends to be associated with that party because I know what they actually are. So instead of actually talking about rights and all of this stuff, only thing they could do is spew out wickedness and talk about unaliving a child. That's the type of power these people have, where they feel as though they need to talk about unaliving a child more than anything. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. What y'all gotta understand is these people do not care about people they feel as though don't mean anything to them. The U.S. government needs to understand just because we spend a lot doesn't make us a big bad. Because we know we got the top military, but it's we spending a lot too, and it's like just because we spend some money don't mean we owe. I mean, don't just because we spent that money doesn't mean we own these countries. That doesn't mean we own these countries, and that doesn't mean we're running shit because of that. It's kind of like we a well, bro. Like we a cow, bro. We just sitting up there getting our shit took. We just sitting up there getting our shit took, and it ain't nothing that we could do about it as citizens. They got it so messed up. They talking about state for state, talking about reparations, state for state. That's supposed to be look it. That's supposed to be for anybody who is born to a foundationally black American mom and dad who has ties to the transatlantic slavery that was done in America with those colonies that were connected with the UK. Just because we fought from the UK doesn't mean that we were free. And a lot of people, a lot of white supremacists, they can't deal with this. They can't deal with this fact. But if it was to happen to them, they probably would have already had this done. They would have had this done. And they would have been, and if they didn't have it done, they would be trying to get it done. Y'all treated black people like crap. Then you have somebody like Magic Johnson that you paid Listen, threshold moment. When you say stuff like, "Oh, you want something for free," don't you know that as people coming to America getting paid from black people? It's not that I want something for free. I paid for somebody to have something for free in this free country, right? I paid for somebody to have something for free unwillingly. I paid one of the migrants to be able to live for free in my country. I didn't have a choice if they wanted to take that out of my check, but they did. You right, Maddie. I need to relax. Right. Relax, because men are too mean. This is the white supremacist talking point and thought process. You want something for free while they allow their constituents, are they constituents? Act like they're not. Act like you're not for the DNC. You white supremacist Republicans, act like you're not for the DNC and do the right thing. Act like you don't like the fact that they're letting in all these people and giving them our tax dollars. They're talking about $6,000 a month. So every couple of weeks you're giving these people $6,000 and you're sending billions over there. Okay. First of all, it's not your country. You're only 13% of the population. You have a sense of self-importance that is inflated. Oh, your people aren't important, but we had to enslave you for 400 years because we couldn't go outside and be in the sun. Right. I'm tired of you black. Yeah, just let it all out, buddy. Let it all out. I'm tired of you black. Saying that you are oppressed. You have all of the advantages. Black privilege is the reality, and you have diversity, equity, and inclusion and affirmative action. See, white people think that words and somebody saying something and penciling something in and saying words, this is the white supremacists. Oh, I said a word. I said that you could be here, and somebody said and is making sure that you could be here and you could benefit. No, buddy. You stole from my family. If I made your family work for free for 400 years, you'd have something to say about it, just like you have something to say about how your family did that to my family and did not pay them. You think that that's okay. So how could America ever say that they're civil if they have not written their wrongs? So yes, that is oppression. If you cannot make somebody pay for something, but you did not pay them for 400 years of free labor. Adam Pullen says, "Where's my land?" Y'all white supremacists think, listen, we paid, black people went to save the Jews during World War II and fought in World War II, fought in Africa. We went to save these places. And then we paid taxes to the Jews after the Holocaust. But black people still did not get their just due, their reparations from slavery in America that built the Capitol and the White House. Literally speaking, we built the railroads. We took care of the field and the farming. We did all of that, working just like today, but for free. And we did not agree to it. It was by force. And our people got unalived if they thought they should be doing differently. Yes, unalived. You cannot do that to people, white people. White people, you are not civil. White people, you cannot just say, oh, it's all right. You have to pay just like you do everybody else. You don't have a problem sending over billions, 200 billions to Ukraine and billions to Israel. You need to show this affection for your people that live in your country. Just like over down in Asheville and Florida and all these places where they're not getting any help and they have to apply for help. But we don't have to apply to pay for our goddamn taxes and make sure y'all got some money, right? We could just get that up any day. Tax our draws off, right? As soon as we wake up in the morning, can't order nothing, can't do nothing. You're getting taxed. Stream anything, you're getting taxed by this government. But it's a problem to make amends for the wrong that you did when you took over a group of people on this land and you say this is the land of the free, and then you made them pay taxes. They know this is a problem. This is why Donald J. Trump came up with the Platinum Plan. He know the advantages that they got from slavery. People that might not even be his people, but people that he associates with and he sees that has a wealth in his country, the white Americans, right? Because we're the minority, right? Okay. You know why we're the minority? Because y'all unalived us during the Trail of Tears. If you would have had stopped unaliving us during the Trail of Tears, and if y'all would have had stopped fiending so hard for a black woman to unalive her child, maybe we wouldn't be the minority. Maybe things would be a little bit level playing field. Keep crying about the past. Paul OG said people living off the backs of their grandparents talking about stop crying. Exactly. Y'all are living off of the back of black people. You would do worse to us if you had the power to do so. How would you say what we would do? How would you say what we would do? We're not like y'all. There's numerous of black people going to help these people in Asheville and the people that are affected by Hurricane Milton. There's numerous charities. So see, listen. The reason why I'm gonna say that you're lying when you say we would do worse, you should know that because we made it through slavery and we still here. It's still 13% of us left. We made it through the genocide for Trail of Tears and all this stuff, and we still here. We still here striving. So we didn't even do wrong by our people. We didn't even do worse by our people under worse conditions. Y'all had it good and did bad. It's sad that you want to profit off of slavery when you were never a slave. We are profiting off of slavery right now. They're in the White House, which was built by slaves. Oh, it was reconstructed. It was this, it was that. It was originally built by slaves. This country was built off the backs of slaves. What don't you understand? How did we get that stuff to bring to the ports and trade with Europe and get money from Europe and do all of this stuff? From slaves. Slaves were going out and getting the resources in the fields. Y'all didn't want to do it because it hurts when y'all go outside and the sun burns your body. Can you say my people were lazy, murderers, rapists, genociders, disgusting pigs? Can you say that? Because it's okay to say, "Oh, Hitler is a bad person. Hitler is this person, and these people are these people, and we got to save these people over in Israel. We got to save." Nobody came to save my people. We just dealt with it. So, am I wrong for saying those people over there should deal with those things? But if you're gonna call me in America, this is why black people feel removed from America. So they still feel this is the oppression now that's coming in. Black people still feel removed because you're not even acknowledging. I might get something to drink, y'all. You're not even acknowledging the fact that you enslaved our people and you took everything from us in the 1900s when we tried to start up, Black Wall Street, Roosevelt. It's a whole bunch of stuff that we tried to start and y'all came and y'all tore it down and y'all put a fire to it. This is why I can never be a Democrat. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, man. Ugh. Black privilege. What happens when the black community becomes too strong? Listen to y'all. Do y'all know who black people is? Black people is strong already. This is the reason why they argue reparations. If you did not benefit off of what happened to slavery, then why were we slaves? You don't make sense. You don't make sense, buddy. This is already documented. They already admitted to this. So even the dumb white supremacists that are saying, how did you benefit off slavery? They already documented how they did. So you sound dumb. There's no reason for you to continue your argument. Everybody knows this, but we're going to allow you because we just know you're a white supremacist and you can't help the fact of thinking that black people have something. Trump 2024, that's right. Yeah, go get something to drink. I did, bro. There is a lot of black privilege, okay? Why shouldn't black people have the privilege of getting what their family created? We worked for years and years and years and was not paid for it. Don't you think that black people should be able to have privilege? Didn't white people have privilege of being in big, pretty houses and being able to own them after their family died and own the land that they said was theirs off of blood? Don't you think they had the privilege of being able to sell that big old home that they lived in off of the backs of slaves like Kamala had? Kamala's family had slaves in Jamaica. Don't you think that they're living nice off of the money that they made? From then, even if they might have still have slaves, who knows? Don't you think that they made money off of those people and got things done with those people? And they did not get paid? They didn't get paid. There's no such thing as victim identity. There's no such thing as that. There's a such thing as taking advantage of people and doing your just due, like what happened for the Jews when even America was paying money towards their funds. I don't see Germany paying any money towards America though to help with their hurricane, but they're gonna send money over there to the Jews and help them with their payment. This is what I'll be talking about. Y'all don't make sense. Y'all don't make sense because y'all don't want to make sense. Y'all like the fact that this country did that to black people and they're not going to pay for it and they're going to send money to other places and you're going to live your regular life still. So don't you think you'll be living your regular life if America paid to the foundationally black Americans that were descendants of slavery in America? get paid for what happened to them? Don't you think that? Do you think that slavery? Let me ask you something. Threshold moment. Do you think that slavery was a bad thing or a good thing? You don't live how we live. How much money does the average white family have? You tell me how much money the average white family has. You go off of numbers these people tell you. It doesn't matter what the white family has. What matters is people were unalived because they did not want to work for somebody. What don't you understand? People were made to have sex with people they didn't want to have sex with and bred like animals. What don't you understand? People's businesses. Have you ever heard of Black Wall Street? Have you ever heard of Black Wall Street? Explain to me what happened in Black Wall Street. Stop being so one track minded and racist minded and prejudiced. You cannot think that that shit was all right and we're going to pay the next motherfuckers to make sure they're all right that nobody cares about in America. That does not help our economy. Soon as black people get reparations, it will then help any person in America of white descent that owns anything and would be selling something because they have a damn brain. It would automatically make our economy better because they would be buying from America. As a black person, I know that everybody from America that would get reparations and benefit off of it from the black community would be buying from the America, U.S. United States of America. They would. And they like the fact that they're on top. Who likes the fact that they're on top? You white people have to speak with more objectiveness and make sense and stop beating around the bush. Stop being scared. Say how you really feel. I'm white and I feel like I don't got to give nobody shit. Well, you give everybody else shit. You give the migrant shit. You give Ukraine shit. You give the Asians some shit. You give the Jews some shit. You give everybody else some shit. But when it comes to these certain specific people, we don't want to give them nothing. Shut up. Stop crying. Go cry to your white mama. How about that? It's a shame what happened to those people. It's a shame what's happening to the people in the hurricane that they got to go apply for 750. They got to apply for 750. I thought they got that off the muscle. This country penny pinching. Penny pinching. And what they doing is they sending these money to these people and they're getting the money for themselves. They're not actually sending money to these people and helping these people. They got these people over there going crazy, fighting for weapons and dropping weapons off and for people for the other side. They over there playing both sides. And the slave owners from Africa, Hamites that have nothing to do with black Americans and was already enslaving them and had them as prisoners of war, they sold slaves too. Bro, I don't care what they did over there. I'm talking about my people over here in America. We was here before America was created, you dummy. Do you understand that? What don't you understand? Who do you believe you are? Do you believe you're American? Do you even believe in American entity? Or do you believe that you're a European? Bot, op, in my chat trying to argue with me, threshold moment. You can't argue with me. You're beneath me. I was referring to Black Wall Street, Ren L. Yes, brother, what happened with Black Wall Street was a genocide, and that's all these people are used to. They're only used to taking, murdering, and assassinating, and doing all types of strong arming. They can't negotiate to say they're like they strong arm. That's what they do. They strong arm. They have to. They do it, and right now what they're doing is they're doing it in the Congress and the courts. Now, see, what people like Threshold Mama don't understand, he let his white supremacy take over, and he don't even understand his weirdos in his community in Florida. They have knocked down the they've knocked down the age for when you could have sex with a minor, or like it's like 14 years old now That's their age now, and after that, that's a minor. I believe they knocked it down to 15 or 14 years old in California, where you could have sex with a 14-year-old without going to jail. This is what these people believe in. Bro, you're in my chat room in a forum crying about white supremacy. You're protecting people that wouldn't even protect you. You're crying about white supremacy. You won't even do something like this. Would you go and do what your people did? Is these even your people? Oh nah, these we just got exactly. You just got over here. So why are you trying to tell me about America and my family been here since before America was created? Exactly, the Democrats, the KKK. That's who they are. Andrew Jackson. They can't get away from that. Threshold moment. I'm tired about the Black Wall Street and all of that. All right, let it out. I know you're a white supremacist. I want you to act like one though. Act like you got some balls. I'm tired of hearing about Black Wall Street and all of this other stuff I had nothing to do with, but you still want to point the finger at me. Listen, you are irrelevant. Nobody's pointing the finger at you. You're in. This is what white people got to understand that of today. You're irrelevant from what happened to black people and how it affects our communities. Would just like you're irrelevant with what's going on in Ukraine, you're a civilian. Be a civilian when it comes to black people and us getting our just due. You took something. You want to make it right on earth, or do you want God to make it right? You might not believe in the Most High God, but I do. This is why you're on here with all of this aggression, trying to let somebody know that you don't owe anybody anything. We know, but your lineage does. Your lineage wants to pay for it and make amends because that's what good people do. That's what smart people do, so they do not get destroyed from within. You want to be next to black people, but you don't want to make things right with what happened to their forefathers. But you want to put your forefathers up and hang them up in gold and platinum and parade them everywhere and say these are our forefathers. But my forefathers fought for your forefathers and never got paid for it. You know what it's like fighting for a man who wouldn't even give you $1? You don't. You don't understand what it's like to come from people like that. So you can't understand what's going on because you probably don't got a heart. I understand why you feel the way you do. You don't understand why I feel how I feel. It's a difference. Nothing has happened to you. Thank you, Gwen. Black people was brought here, only 13% of the population. You're full of hate. Nobody has to pay for what their ancestors did, but you pay for the migrants to come over here and live, and you pay for Ukraine, you pay for Israel, right? You you pay the Jews. What doesn't match up with reality? So so our ancestors, that wasn't a long time ago. That's not ancestry. America's a baby. America is new. They just started America. Our ancestors. Then y'all start talking about Germany and Russia and this place and that place. Y'all are from Europe, okay? Y'all not even Americans. My family was already here before y'all even came over here and thought about America. We was already here. The Cherokee, Native Americans. This isn't living in the past, Gwen. This is What this is righting your wrongs. Now, when the Germans or whoever they would like to name themselves over there was attacking the Jews, right? Those are the Jews to y'all. Y'all think the Jews is those people. Okay. Putting them in camps just like slavery, genociding their people just like slavery. Doesn't matter how. I know you sickos like, no, we put them in a stove. What, bro? Are you crazy? We cut his balls off and we put him in a stove. Bro, what's wrong with you? Y'all still was mutilating and killing people. No, it's different. No, it's not different, buddy. That's why they send y'all in here. And that's why y'all be listening, y'all be mad. Why is he right? Why is he's an idiot. He's this and that. No, I'm just naming the truth. Y'all smash people babies' heads on the ground. And y'all admitted to this stuff. This is what y'all did. Don't you think that it's gonna affect people long term? Or do you think that we just forgot about it? We never was disadvantaged from redlining. Are you crazy? Black Wall Street. That was only Black Wall Street. That only happened in that place. That only happened. Oh, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That only was going on in Tulsa. That wasn't going on everywhere for black. Man, black people is all right. Black people just ain't get off a crack from the 80s that we was putting in their community. Black people. Gwen, you've done nothing that I've talked about. What does that have to do with the fact that do you white people even look at yourself as white people anymore? I think some of y'all just walk around like I am a robot. I did nothing to nobody, but I am a part of this family. My family is a single family that does nothing to do with these people that was from over here and they came over here with slave. Like, do you even think like what do you think? We paid all of our 13 slaves. So that means we should not pay taxes to the people that have not been compensated. Like, are y'all robots or something? Do y'all think just say I think that slavery was okay? Say I think slavery was okay. Say I think that slavery and what happened during the civil rights and how black people are treated even today is okay. And move on. Just say I think that stuff was okay. Even though people who got way more money than me and be around way more affluent people than me are saying that we should give black people $500 billion. This is what Trump is saying. So do y'all think that this how Trump think? This is what Trump said. Argue with Trump. I think Trump is a very affluent person and he's a very competent man. Argue with him because this is what he said on his website. I read it there. He said black people should be given $500 billion towards their community after what has been done to them through slavery in America. So, okay, Gwen, she said she don't think slavery was ever okay. Neither does Trump. My family came over to listen. I'll read it. I'll read it. My family came over to Ellis Island after slavery, and yet he points the finger at me and talks about my slave owner lineage. Bro, didn't I just say that you white and you pay taxes, so it don't matter? You gonna pay taxes or whatever the fuck we tell you to, and you just got over here, right? Then I just go rewind the video when I told you you gonna tell me how your family just got over here, and you just got over here. So stop trying to tell somebody what the fuck should go on over here. Damn, Threshold, is you really stupid or is you dumb? At least Gwen got some common sense. It blows my mind that people own people. Well, Gwen, people own people today. My people don't believe in doing that. We allow people to be free. We think people should be able to be free and live off the land and be able to do them. So it's other people that don't think that. Some people think that they should be able to have say so what a person does with their body and That's not what my people, not in the feminist way that they made it now. I'm talking about literally slavery. They feel as though some people are animals and they can control them through force. That's what some people believe. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, this is you. This is how you are, Gwen. Gwen, you're a slaveholder. I'm not saying that because I don't know you. I'm just saying this is what people that you might be. You're saying that you're white, so you are related to these people. And it's people in your group of people that want to make things right with my people that have went through this with your people. Because we've been here for years now, and it's people like Threshold that come out of nowhere that just got here. Oh, we got here a couple hundred years ago. My people been here for years. Threshold, stop trying to tell us what to do with these people that's been over here. We were all right. So my people was here during slavery, Threshold, and they was over here with the white people that was over here, Threshold. Don't you think they all gone now? No, they're still over here, and we're trying to make shit right and come together. And here you go. No, y'all can't come together here. My people just got here, and we believe that black people, like, shut up. We are all equal. Exactly, Gwen. TQ, you see this? Are you to blame for what any of your ancestors did? Listen, we take on what our forefathers, if it wasn't for our forefathers, they wouldn't be having the all of the monuments and all of the statues and all that stuff. It's because of what they did is what we are today and what we have. We're not even calling things what they are called without our forefathers. So we have to put respect on what they did, our ancestors, and what they did, and what they would want. I think my people from back then would have want to get paid after working all goddamn day. That's the type of people I come from. You come from the type of people that had the slaves. It's that don't make us bad people, and that don't make us no. But if we can make it right now, and we can make things better, we can make our cities and towns better now, where we have this group of people, and make things right and amend things. Why not? But the truth is, it's people in the government like Threshold that don't want this to happen. So I respect what you said, Gwen. We are all equal. We are all equal on the humanoid level, yes. I can't read all what you're saying, Threshold, so I'm going to pick one of the things that you said. My family came over after slavery, and therefore no one in my family... Threshold, are you repeating the same thing over and over again? I'm really going to get you up out of here because you might be a real bot. Didn't I just say that you just got over here and you can't tell nobody that's been over here that went through slavery and had slaves about what's going on in America because we created America and you don't got no goddamn say so your people just got over here? You was like a damn immigrant. Gosh darn. Some of y'all just too. When a white supremacist is fed up about shit that don't got nothing to do with them. We talking about some shit that your people wasn't even over here for. You was in a whole other goddamn country, getting ready to flee. Then you want to talk about someone's on there. Oh no, America! Shut up. We was over here before this bitch was called America. Rather than refute what I'm saying factually, because you know it is true, you simply say that I don't have a heart, but I am a white supremacist, that I am full of hate, but your arguments hold no water. I didn't say that you are full of hate, I said you're a white supremacist because of the way that you think. I didn't say none of the dumb shit that you're saying. I know that you're a white supremacist because of the way that you think and what you're saying. What's wrong with that? You were told that being a white supremacist is full of hate. And that could just be a bunch of people wanting their people to advance without having to pay black people. What's wrong with that? Some people feel like that's okay. Do you feel as though that's something that's full of hate? You just sat up here and told me that black people shouldn't get shit for what happened to their people for hundreds and hundreds of years. That just recently stopped. Oh no, slavery was abolished in 1920. We're here. We're here just like that. And y'all done a whole bunch of stuff systemically to make sure that our people stay down, like not giving us the payments for the free labor. Dumbass. I'm just an individual. All right, we got Gwen back. Check out Thomas Sowell if you've not heard of him. He's an awesome man. I'm just an individual. I'm not a part of any group. Gwen, that's okay. And I'm look at you. I want you to go look at Jill Stein, Gwen. I'll go if you go look up Thomas Sowell. If you want me to look up Thomas Sowell, I want you to look up Jill Stein, and I want you to tap into what she's saying about black people. These people have the money, and it's not about money. It's about doing the just do, which will help our economy. The morale in America is low because people feel as though they cannot trust the government. Does the government even want to be trusted? Yes, I listen to Joe Stein. She make very good points. Does the government even want to be trusted? Is where I'm at right now because the things that they're doing, they're simply neglecting home for elsewhere. We're not going. They should have chose to live in a different place. They shouldn't be in the middle of Hurricane Milton. They shouldn't. This is where these people lived at, and they paid money to the government while they was living there. So they should get the money that they was paying towards the government, and they should get a little kicker to let them know, hey, we got you. You understand that this is America, these are our borders, and we allow people to live here, and we're gonna help you out because you're a tax-paying citizen. Only thing they're getting out of it is 750. With inflation being so high, this is how they made it. With inflation being so high now, that's gonna be gone in a couple of days if they spend how a regular American spends money every day. There's people with families of sixes out there I didn't seen in the video. So if we could go over and we could help the migrants and get them $6,000, right? And that's for each person. And they said it's millions of them that then came out. If we could give all of these people, and what's really going on is they're saying, oh, well, it's this many people in this state, it's this many people in this state. We can't afford to give all of these people money. That's really what they're saying, and that's what they have said. But why can't we when we could send hundreds and billions to these people in Ukraine and these people in Israel who have came out and said that they don't even like America, came out and said that we don't know what our country doing with the money and they're corrupt. Threshold, please calm down. I listen to Black conservative perspective as well, but I don't just because I'm conservative, I don't have the same views as these people, all of the same views. Let me read Threshold. I can sit here and type all day that my family came over after slavery. Bro, we're going to do it again till you understand. Nobody cares that your family came over here after slavery. Didn't I just say that you just got over here and that as white people that have been over here during slavery and before slavery and as black people that's been over here this whole goddamn time and we were slaved over here. Stop trying to tell me that your family came here over here after slavery. Like, didn't I just tell you you just got here? You just got here. I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You want me to say that. You want me to say that you're a descendant of slave masters. That's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying that your people, after what you told me, you said your family didn't have no slaves because they was broke and had to flee Europe. All right. You are from Europe and you just got the fuck over here. Stop trying to tell Americans how the fuck it should be over here. Go now listen to this. Now listen to what I'm about to say now. Go back to where the fuck you came from. No, I was talking about a YouTuber name. I know what you're talking about. The YouTuber Black Conservative Perspective. Yep, I listened to him. I listened to him. He got a good show. He got a good podcast too. He's a smart brother. America going to hell in a handbasket. America not going to hell. What America does is what I was saying at the beginning of the show was America puts a wool over everybody's eyes and does this theater production. What they're doing basically with Kamala Harris. Everything is rigged for DGT to get back into office. Donald Trump, all the way, man. It's all set up for him to get back into office and to do the job, because we had some people in office that wasn't really controlling it, and it was people in the background controlling it, and they wasn't doing a good job. Everybody could see that. Bro, I came from Ireland. You're gonna keep on saying this. I came from Ireland. My people came from Ireland. My family are not descendants of slave owners, and yet he says that we are. No, I'm not. I'm saying that the people, white people that came over here and did genocide and did slavery over here, are slave owners. But I digress. But the only reason he says it is because, listen, Threshold, please stop crying in here about how you a white supremacist and you care about white people so bad, and how your family got over here after slavery. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna still go look up Thomas Sowell, because that's Thomas Sowell. You are a threshold moment in my chat room trying to cry to me about how your family got here after slavery, and that's not what you do, and you pay taxes to only to Ukraine and the migrants, and you're, shut up. I don't care. That's why you white supremacists sound. Y'all sound like the crybabies. I don't care. I'm not telling you that your family had slaves, bro. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you you're a white supremacist because you want to argue with me about people. You want to argue with me, argue with Donald Trump, because he said he wants to give black people $500 billion in a platinum plan. He's already came up with this. It's his policy. Go argue with Trump about his policy, bro. Don't argue with me. Go argue with the actual smart people that are coming up with an idea for the black Americans. Is that a problem? That my people was here before your people, and you want to tell me about how America should be ran? Is that your problem? What question? You could be a black white supremacist. Dude, nobody's saying that you're a part. Do you think that white supremacy is only slavery? Do you think that only came through slavery? White supremacy came in a number of different ways. It's coming in a number of systemic ways today. Are you okay, Threshold? Do you take like medication or something? Who are you crying to? He tried to say that this is my chat, right? He tried to say my family is a bunch of slaves, or we are descended from slave owners, but the fact is my family came over from Ireland after slavery. You're not even listening to what I'm saying. You must got me on mute or something. But anybody that just came over here from Ireland, or just came over from wherever they came from, Germany or Russia or wherever, you have no say so in what goes on in America about what was going on before you got here. You have no say so about what was going on in America for what was going on from before you got here. You don't have no say so. Do you understand that? You gotta say it a couple of times for the slow ones. You don't have no say so. Black people are owed this. Go look at what Ulysses Grant said. Oh, you wouldn't know that because you got here after. Oh, you got here in the 1900s, right? You just got here. Stop trying to tell me what happened in America when I have a lineage that goes back to 1400 in America. Don't you think I would know something a little bit more about? Don't you think my family knows something more about God? So this is what white supremacists do. My family and what they told me is right. We just got over here, so we're not white supremacists. We're trying to advance America. Well, America was built off of the blacks of black people, bud. When you got over here, we were slaves, and our shit was getting burnt down. No, not my family. Oh, y'all as a whole. Do you understand that it wasn't just your family that came over here? This was wrong with you. Y'all don't understand shit. Y'all think y'all just thinking about your family, your specific situation. No, you are related to these people. These people came here before you and enslaved people. It doesn't matter what your family was doing when y'all got over here. And then when you tell me that, I know that you're talking about the 1900s. After slavery, you got over here in the late 1800s, 1900s. You just got over here. America done been around since 1700s. What don't you understand? I have a lineage that goes back to then. You don't. So your family could tell you, for example, there's nothing wrong with this. This is not, I'm not trying to berate you or make you feel like you're a bad person or no. Your family could tell you something about what was going on in Ireland. Oh, in Ireland, we picked these potatoes and we my family could tell you my great grandmother or my grandmother's great grandmother, she got belts on her back because she got beat by the slave owner. Oh shit. Who am I to tell anyone what they ate? Well, they had potatoes in the famine. That's what they told us in the books. They told us they ate that. That's what they told us. When they came over here, they said, we ate potatoes. Okay, we're gonna document that. Like, what are you people? Do you people? Where do y'all people get your information from? Because it can't be the actual people that's putting out these history books and lessons. Here we go, Threshold. Threshold finally making sense now a little bit. I support President Trump. Oh boy, who is the anti-war party? I am against money going to Ukraine, and I am against money going to Lebanon, and I am against money going to Israel. But you have to say that I am. Okay. The fact is, I don't understand any of the stuff you just said. I support, but that has to be a part of your narrative. Yu says Irish were eating potatoes. Yeah. I have fun on here talking to y'all, man. And if you somebody like Threshold, a white supremacist, I don't got no problem with you. Just stay over there. And then your family just got over here. So why you worried about what these white people was doing over here before you got over here if you don't got nothing to do with it? If you don't care, just don't care over there. Gwen Cooper came on here and she came on here mad at me at first, and then I seen that that was a bad faith argument. And then she said that she was mad that people was over here owning people, and that made her very upset. And she said it should have never happened, and we came to amends. That's what happened, Threshold. Don't try to make stuff seem like everybody was jumping up on me and ganging up on me and nah, bro. I just called you a white supremacist because you said you don't care, and then you tried to say some BS like, oh, I shouldn't have to pay. Listen, bro, your taxes go to whatever the fuck America say go to, and then you just got over here. How about you take your ass back to Ireland? How about that? And all of that. Oh, you can't do that, liberal. We gonna see how conservative you really is. Take your ass back to Ireland. Trying to tell my people what should go on in America, bro. If your family didn't enslave anybody, what is wrong with you? If your family didn't enslave anybody, then you aren't a descendant of slaveholders. What are you talking about? They're not just you not understanding that. So you mad? So you're gonna keep on saying the same thing over and over again. I don't got time for it. But yeah, though, y'all. I just came on here politic with y'all, man. Y'all already know it's viral industry. Shout out to the VI crew. Shout out to everybody, man. I hope everybody have a great day. Black people, we're gonna be voting for Trump this time. We're gonna be making amends with the Republican Party. We got big business to do. The Platinum Plan. Salute to y'all, man. Peace and blessings.